Hello, guys. So today I want to talk to creatives out there, CEOs, owners of business, and every other person that owns a brand and understands the importance of protecting their brand identity and the future credibility and integrity of their brand. Okay. Recently, a client of mine reached out to me and he was saying that he found out, according to him, that a particular brand or business is infringing on his intellectual property and he wants to file action against them. And he's seeking my advice as to what he should do in order to file action in court against this particular business, because the business is exploiting his intellectual property without taking permission from him first or acknowledging him in the work, and they are busy commercializing this intellectual property. So I quickly calmed the client down and told him that filing a suit in court is not the first step. Okay, there are pre-litigation steps that you need to take before you file an action in court against the person that is infringing on your copyright. So I told him that the first step is to serve or file a cease and desist letter against the company. Like, you serve the company a cease and desist letter telling them that they are infringing on your copyright and that you own a copyright in this particular work and they are infringing on it, and also tell them that they should desist from infringing on your copyright. Of course, this letter will be filed and served by your lawyer or your attorney. So today I'm going to be taking us on the importance of filing a cease and desist letter first before taking any other action, whether as to mediation or lawsuit in your infringement actions. So why a cease and desist letter emanating from your attorney to the infringing party? Number one is evidential support. You agree with me that the fact that you rush to court to file an intellectual property infringement action does not mean they will be victorious at the end of the day. Okay, you need something, some evidence to prove your case. And serving the infringing party a cease and desist letter would go a long way to establish the fact that you already identified this business or brand as infringing on your copyright, and you've written to them through your attorney to stop the infringement, yet they persisted or continued in the infringement. Number two, sufficient notice to the infringer. With the cease and desist letter, the infringer is sufficiently informed and he cannot feel ignorant in the event of lawsuits to them, assuming they persisted and continue to infringe on your intellectual property. But if the infringer is an innocent infringer, they will immediately desist from infringing on your intellectual property on being served the cease and desist letter. Thirdly, a cease and desist letter expressly provides for the basics of your course of action. So immediately the cease and desist letter is served to the infringer. He already knows the consequence of your course of action and what you will be claiming in court, assuming the case goes to court. Fourthly, a cease and desist letter is effective in stopping the infringer from further infringement, assuming the infringer is an innocent infringer and he innocently exploits or commercializes your work without permission. Upon getting the cease and desist letter, if the infringer is an innocent one, he will stop the infringement. However, if the infringer is not an innocent infringer, he will probably continue the infringement, and this will lead to lawsuits in court by the owner of the intellectual property. Finally, serving a cease and desist letter to infringing party shows that you are proactive. You are very much proactive in protecting your brand. You are not sleeping on your right. You are monitoring your intellectual property against infringement. And once you spot any form of infringement whatsoever, you immediately file or serve the infringer a cease and desist letter to stop or desist from further infringement. So before you take any action with respect to the enforcement of your intellectual property in the event of infringement, it is important that you consult with your attorney, your intellectual property attorney, to take you through the steps of enforcing your intellectual property. Thank you for watching, and bye for now. Till we meet again, stay great and beautiful.